Let me get to the chat. Thank you for all the hearts, first of all. And hello, Kim. It's great to see you in here if you're still here. Thanks for joining. You said how weird you mentioned looking in a mirror during meditation. And I was going to say I avoid looking in mirrors. Interesting. Yeah, I used to say that line a lot more. I remember. Like, imagine if you were to look in a mirror. Because, like, a lot of times for me, when I'm, like, editing or something, I'm like this. And I keep a mirror next to my desk to, like, catch myself. And then catch a glimpse of myself. And I'm like this. And I'm like, I don't feel like that. So, like, let me just relax. Let me just chill, you know? Sometimes our face, like, tells us more than what we know, I guess, of how we're feeling in that moment. So, yeah, I like that. I like to think of it that way. Sammy said, I know I'm not one of the most beautiful ones out there. Don't say that. We're all beautiful. But that was quite a way to say that. I wonder what I said. Oh, the bit about the gorilla from the book. Yes, I totally agree. But it's true though. Like sometimes, you know, I mean, it is quite a way to say it, but I think it's appropriate in the analogy because it's like sometimes you just see something that's like not you. Like, you know, none of us like look like animals, but sometimes what you see, it's how you feel about yourself and it's not how you actually look, I guess. And yeah, we just got to keep moving and making the next best decision we can with the information we have. And that's all we can do in life. And sometimes that is easy and gets us to a good place. And sometimes it's hard and we make wrong decisions, but we just got to keep moving. That's all we can do. What you read a few minutes ago is beautiful. Can you please repeat it or write it in the chat who wrote it? Yes, so it is in the chat, but I'll repost it because it might be buried now. I highly recommend this book. It's heart advice for difficult times. You can even screenshot this. And that passage, it was really long, so I'm not going to read the whole thing again, but that particular passage was page 12. I read 12 to 13 and stopped like at this paragraph. And then I read this one paragraph here on page 14. And then the one I ended with was what I underlined here on page 15. Because I just really like that one. The spiritual journey involves going beyond hope and fear, stepping into unknown territory, continually moving forward. The most important aspect of being on the spiritual path may be to just keep moving. Yeah, it's a good one. And I'll put a link to that in the YouTube video. I always link the books that I read from too. Thank you so much, Mitch, for your donation. Thank you for any and all donations that come through whenever they do. Thank you, Jim, as well. It really helps support me and motivate me to keep doing these lives. If you've been in my live sessions before, you know that I had a really rough year. Spent most of it in the hospital and have one more surgery left. I've had 2 surgeries this year already, but I have one more left. Hopefully in like 2 weeks, but I'm scheduled for like over a month away right now, but I'm trying to get that moved up because that's ridiculous given what I'm dealing with. If you have inflammatory bowel disease or Crohn's or colitis or anything, I highly recommend checking out my YouTube channel because I blab a lot about that stuff on the channel and give like updates of my own health history and everything. But basically, long story short, right now is that I have a very messed up stoma that's retracted and flushed and gives me a constant chemical burn, and it's awful. And I'm in pain 24/7. That's why I talk a lot about pain in these meditations, because I'm feeling it all the time. And the only thing I can control is not resisting it and just letting it be here, because it'll go away after the surgery. And you just got to keep moving. There's really no other option. So yeah, if you are interested in more of that, my Instagram and YouTube talk about more of that stuff. And oh, thank you, Breeze. I'm glad. Very, very glad to hear that. That's all I really want to do is give people hope. Like if I can make it through what I've gone through and I'm going through, then like you can make it through whatever you're going through. I just, it just feels impossible in the moment, but I just know it's true. Like, and something I don't think I said it today, but I usually say it in the meditations is like your history is proof of it, because all of us have been through really hard times. Like if you're on a meditation app listening to guided meditations, you must have been through something that was very difficult and hard to cope with, and you survived it, and you're here, and you've had happy times, maybe even during those hard times, but definitely since then. And so whatever's happening right now is the same. It's just hard when you're in it to remember that. And I really understand that. I did a lot of sessions with my PIC line because I had that in for like 10 or 11 months, and that took a toll on me. So since getting that out, I've been feeling just better in general. Now I just have this stoma to worry about, but oh well. And yeah, the surgery is to fix it, and it better fix it or I will be a monster. I will be that gorilla and I will rip his face off. So anyway, Breeze, it's good to see you. The hospital is my first home this year. Oh, I'm sorry. Same. I spent so much time in the hospital. It's insane. I spent like all of August, November, and December in the hospital. And hopefully not this month. Hopefully it's only 4 to 5 days is what I was promised. So hopefully it really is that. And yes, absolutely, Linda, this too shall pass. Storms always run out of rain. Yep, I got that sticky note always over there. Every storm runs out of rain. No matter how long the storm may be, even if it's a year long, it will run out of rain. It has to at some point. And there's peaks of sunshine within the storm. And maybe I'm in some sunshine right now. I don't know. I feel like right now, for me, metaphorically speaking, it's like one of those days where it's sunny out but raining, like there's still rainbows and it's like nice out, but there's like a little sprinkle. And then hopefully not too big of a rainstorm is coming, but it's questionable whether the clouds will totally clear or whatever. You get it. Harry, you're an amazing woman. Your strength and wisdom are such an inspiration to me and, of course, to many. Thank you so much. I just do the best I can with the cards I was dealt, as we all do. But thank you so much for that. And Bree says, I've been waiting for surgery since 2024. That makes my heart hurt for you, because I know that feeling, and that's such a long time to be waiting. I'm so sorry. Thank goodness I have it scheduled now for November. Oh, it's still such a long time to wait. Tentatively scheduled, but scheduled. As long as you're on the schedule. The doctors are, yeah. I'm so sorry, Bree. Hang in there. Do whatever makes you happy. That's really all you can do. Is do whatever brings you comfort and makes you happy during that limbo period, waiting for surgery. I have a video, I think, on my Instagram where I talked about that before my last surgery. Of like, what do you even do? Like, it's just a weird place to be when you're like waiting for surgery. So sending all my love to you. And Breeze, lots of love to share here. I needed this. Yay. I'm glad you came. I'm sure I'll feel so much better after this recovery, because the only thing keeping me back right now is the constant chemical burn sensation on my stomach. Where like half of my mind is always there. So once that is fixed, I think all my mind will be here, and that'll be great. The limbo is crazy. Looking forward to your IG now. Yeah. It's probably, I don't know if it's like labeled like, or says that specifically, but it's probably the one where it looks like I'm crying, where I'm like staring off into the distance and look like I'm crying. I don't know, if you scroll down, there's a few videos before I went into my last surgery. That is me talking about that. And there was one of me talking about how happy I was feeling, which is interesting. Because there was a peak of happiness within that time period, which was Because I think the limbo, like there's two ways to look at it. It's like, what am I supposed to do? And then that feeling is like so scary and paralyzing, like there's nothing for me to do. But then there's also like, there's nothing for me to do. That means I can do whatever I want. And there's, there's kind of like a freedom that comes with that. But I would like switch every single day and all throughout the day between how I felt, whether that was a positive or a negative. But yeah, hopefully something resonates with you there. Anyway, my stomach's really hurting, so I'm going to end this session early. Hope everyone who is hurting is feeling better soon too. And thank you so much to you, Alberto, and thank you, Sammy and Bree and Breeze, and to everyone here just for being here and listening, and for all the hearts. And even if you don't write in the chat, just thank you for your time and for listening. Yeah, okay, bye.